Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So I know I've already made like a full moon party video. It's basically just clips from where we went to the full moon last year. It's kind of like clips with music over top, you know, standard travel video. It's been viewed nearly 10,000 times on YouTube, so it's so exciting. But I wish someone made like a things to know before you go to full moon type thing, because it's an amazing experience, don't get me wrong, but it's also like a crazy experience. So I thought I'd make this video for you guys who are planning on going to full moon. Things I wish I knew before I went to the full moon party. Number one, what to expect. So what we did is we stayed in Koh Samui for like 5 days and we went to Koh Phangan just for one night for the full moon party. The ferry from Koh Samui to Koh Phangan costs like $20 and it's really short, it's only half an hour. Once you get to the ferry dock in Koh Phangan, it's a 20-minute taxi ride to the beach where the full moon party is actually held. That beach is called, I think it's called Hadrin, but I'm probably like butchering that name really bad. You'll see so many people on the ferry going to the full moon party, so you just share a taxi with everyone. It costs like 20 baht, which is 4 New Zealand dollars, like it's nothing. Once you actually get to the beach, how do I explain this? Okay, so if you're looking like directly out of the ocean, it's a massive strip of beach, like it's actually huge. So if you're looking towards the ocean, up on your left hand side there's a massive bar like kind of on the cliffs. The full moon party is like below. That's where you can get all your special drinks, and yeah, it's a really cool kind of like different vibe up there, I guess. So if you walk down from that special bar on the cliff, the best way that I can explain this is that you walk through different types of music throughout the beach. So like if you're talking about the cliff up here, if you walk down the stairs, this section is like trance, really spaced out, so if you want to like cut some shapes, you'd go to the trance section. Then you move to kind of like more earthy, like chilled out music. This section is right in the middle of the full moon party, so you've got like trance over here, the bar up here. This section is the most popular section, which is all like the house electro type music. So this section here is where a lot of bars are, so where you get those drinks with your buckets, and this is also where the taxi drops you off. So I'll get to this section in a minute, but if this is the beach here, like the actual ocean, this is the strip of sand where the bars are and where house and electro music is. Behind here is where you get dropped off for the taxi, and behind the taxi is where all the food and restaurants are, like up on these streets here. That's really hard to imagine. But anyway, this section is house and electro, and towards the very right of the beach, which is where more bars are, and there was also a live DJ in this section. So this is very much like mainstream pop music, typical Saturday night clubbing. My favorite section was the house and electro section, because that's just my favorite type of music. Like if I go to festivals or whatever, it's always going to be a house or electro festival. So you get one of these wristbands which just says Full Moon Party Hadrin Thailand 2016, so you have to pay for one of these to be let into the full moon party. I think it's like 20 baht, it's like $4. It was probably a scam, but they said we couldn't get into the full moon without it, so I don't know, we just paid for it. It was $4 and it's good memories, you know, that's how you enter. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can tell you about what to expect. I mean, it's good to know in advance how they set the beach out. One thing you'll always find is the 7-Eleven is like constantly packed. This is where you buy like all your alcohol or your water. We spent the majority of our night in a 7-Eleven just because it was nice and air conditioned, and we were constantly getting drinks and water and stuff like that, and food. Eventful. But yeah, I guess that's all I can tell you for what to expect. And pretty much you just spend the night being crazy. Like there's crazy people, just lots of partying, lots of drinking. This brings me to my second point of what I wish I knew, which is what to wear. So I'm sure you would have seen while you were researching that basically everyone wears fluoro tank tops, bikinis, some people are naked, you know, just whatever. So what should you wear? Pretty much anything goes. Seriously, that night I saw everything that I could possibly want to and not want to see. The typical person would wear something fluoro, something that you can buy. There's lots of stalls selling full moon party merchandise. So just basically like little t-shirts that are highlighted pink or orange or yellow or green, saying, you know, full moon party, Koh Yang. Lots of like tie-dye type stuff. Side note, if you travel Thailand before you go to the full moon party, which a lot of people do, it's so much cheaper to get highlighter stuff like in Bangkok or Phuket or Koh Samui before actually going to the island, because they raise the prices so much. I've just fished out what I wore for the full moon party. Basically I just wore this I just got from Koh Yang for like, I don't know, a couple of dollars. You know, just basic bitch. And I just wore this really simple tie-dye dress that I got from Koh Samui. It's just like a pink and purple tie-dye thing. One thing I would suggest would be to wear covered shoes, you know, like wear some Converse, Chucks, or like, you know, Nikes or whatever you want, just because there's lots of glass around on the sand. I also got my body painted with the UV paint. Pretty much you just pay a woman to like do all these cool patterns, and when you're dancing in the UV it shows up. I really wish someone told me this beforehand, so I'm going to tell you guys. Do not pay someone to paint you at the full moon party. We paid $20 for someone to paint our arm. She was a super lovely lady, and I'm sure it's good for like tourism or whatever, but we paid 20 New Zealand dollars for a lady to do like swirls or whatever up our arm. Then we went to the stall where I bought this little top. We found the exact same paint for 99 cents. If you're on a budget, we'd rather have $20 to spend on drinks in our opinion anyway. So we were so annoyed when we saw the little paint at the stalls for $1, where we could do like, you know, little hearts and swirls ourselves. And that's the thing, you get so hot and so sweaty, it'll just melt off in like 20 minutes. So, I mean, it was a cool experience, but if I was to go back again, I would not get someone to paint me, and I would just do it myself for $1. Tip number 3 would be to check your drinks. Because I'm like giving advice on the internet, I feel like it's within my duty to say to drink responsibly and carefully. Obviously I know the full moon party is a lot of fun and you want to be drinking excessively and have a good time, but just a friendly reminder to be careful with your surroundings and your drinks, because like you're not at home anymore, you're in a different foreign country and a lot can happen. So drinks wise, the most popular option is to just get a bucket, where you get literally like a plastic bucket, a liter of vodka and some mixers, and then you just watch them as they mix it all into like a bucket. It's usually vodka Red Bull, vodka lemonade. The price really varies. You can spend 150 baht to like 450 baht. So in Thailand, in order for alcohol to be like legit, it has to have this little, like if this is alcohol, it has to have a brown sticker over the top that hasn't been opened. So first step, do not buy any type of alcohol that has had the little brown tape tampered with, because a lot of people, they'll buy the Smirnoff label, tip it out and tip in their homemade like vodka, which they think is okay but actually can make people really sick and even die from it. So obviously my most important tip would be to check the label to make sure that it's safe. My second tip would be to watch them make your drink for you. Like ask them to prepare it in front of you and just watch them rip open the brown seal, pour the vodka into the bucket and pour the mixers, etc, etc. My third piece of advice would be to just avoid ice. It'll give you a sore stomach and it'll make you feel sick. Just avoid ice and just get your drinks. What we found ourselves doing is we didn't exactly trust the alcohol at the full moon party, so my friends and I, we just went to the 7-Eleven and just bought little RTD Smirnoffs because we knew that those were legit. So we just bought bottle after bottle after bottle. They're super easy to get. So it's so weird, like 7-Eleven sell alcohol, it's very weird. My next piece of advice for full moon party is to have a meeting spot to meet with your friends. Full moon party is actually packed. It is so massive. You're bound to lose your friends at least one point in the night. You know, some people want to go to the bathroom, some people want to keep drinking, some people want to go dancing, some people have met a boy or a girl they want to talk to. It always happens, so it's important to make a meeting spot to meet your friends if you get lost. Now, my final and most important tip, book accommodation. That was a bit slow clap for me. Koh Phangan is obviously known for the full moon party, so the locals are a little bit cheeky when it comes to accommodation. Basically, there is nowhere on the island where you can buy accommodation just for one night. Usually it's minimum of 3 nights. My friends and I thought we were being smart. We were like, okay, we'll base ourselves in Koh Samui for 5 days. We'll just get the ferry across to Koh Phangan just for a night, have no accommodation, party the whole night, and get the first ferry back to Koh Samui. Excellent idea, you know, 17 hours of partying. It was going to be amazing. We're going to have the best time. Who needs accommodation when you can party all night, you know? Partying for 17 hours is literally exhausting. If you don't have anywhere to go, all you've got is the beach, like bars. There's nowhere to really sit down. I wish we booked accommodation even to just like have a base, you know, somewhere to go back to freshen up. Go to the bathroom, oh my god. So no bathrooms are free there. It costs 20 baht each time you want to use the bathroom, which is still like only like $1.50. It's not much, but it's just those bathrooms are disgusting, and I wish we just had a base where we could shower if we wanted to, go to the bathroom if we wanted to, fix our hair and makeup if we wanted to. If someone got too drunk, we could put them back there to go to sleep. Like, that's why a lot of us were very careful about our alcohol and getting sick. We didn't want to be like throwing up or passing out because we had nowhere to pass out. Like, we literally had the beach, that's about it. So I just definitely recommend, from my experience at least, to book accommodation. We were okay until about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's when we really were wanting like a base for ourselves. We really needed a shower and a bathroom and air conditioning because it was just so hot. That is all my tips for, I guess, advice, things I wish I knew before I went to the full moon party. I really hoped it helped some of you guys. If you're watching this about to go, you're going to have the best time. It's honestly an experience I wish everyone could experience at least once in their lives. It's just the perfect memory to create in your 20s with people you love and have a good time with. Basically just go to these. My favorite flavor was Smirnoff green apple, like so good. That's all my tips with alcohol. Stay safe. If you guys don't actually know, Koh Phangan is a little island like kind of north of Phuket, I think, or Koh Samui. BRB, just googling. La 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 la. La la. Good job. I always do my research. What the f am I talking about? Can I just not?